Hello and welcome to another episode of TheBurnZA. Today is the 12th of September 2019. Some of you guys might know I every now and then sort of like to see what the South African fascists have to say about the current events. And I was very interested to see if the fascists had anything to say about Robert Mugabe and his passing. And yes, indeed, they do. But this article, I'm a little bit late. It was written on the 6th of September, but, maybe a little bit late than never. Why am I going to read you articles written by the BLF, Black First Land First, by Zanele? Well, I think it's important that we pretty much know where the headspace is at of one of the most radical and dangerous. Well, they're not that dangerous. I mean, they're small, but they are extremely radical. And if these kind of people ever get into power, there's a genocide for sure. Anyways, so the article is headlined BLF Statement on Passing On of Comrade Robert Mugabe. Okay. So, I quote, Black First Land First joins the rest of the progressive world in wishing former President Mugabe's soul to rest in power. Not in peace, in power. We also wish his family and all those affected by his passing strength during this period. I think all of the money they have is which should help, unlike all of the rest of the starving people. Robert Mugabe was one of the leading lights of black nationalism and warriors of land reclamation. Yes, he was. The symbolism of Mugabe resonates with us as black people. I'm sure it does. We are saddened by his passing, but we also draw strength from his great revolutionary legacy. Yeah, it was truly great. We hope that our people in Zimbabwe will be inspired by his legacy to rise up and do what he and his generation did. And that is fight for the return of our land and the dignity of our people. We note that as the Mugabe chapter closes, Zimbabwe is already in another era that is fast eroding his legacy under Emerson something, who rose to power via an imperialist-sponsored group. We must also not be bamboozled by reactionary agendas to turn his stature into an electoral propaganda tool to perpetuate neocolonialism in Zimbabwe and the rest of Africa. The struggle must continue. Yeah, the struggle must continue, guys. We know thinking of freeing the markets and actually creating jobs and prosperity. The struggle must continue. Zimbabwe under Mugabe had resolved the land question. He returned land to Zimbabweans. Prior to 2000, approximately 6,000 white settlers owned about 80% of the land. Well, I don't know if this is true. Maybe it is. 6,000 white settlers owned about 80% of the land. That was back then when Zimbabwe was called the breadbasket of Africa. Oh, yeah, because they were a net exporter of food. They produced more than they consumed. Isn't that a nice economic position to be in? But no. No, it's more important that we have racial, the equality, guys. Even if everyone fucking starves, at least we starve equally, okay? So it goes on. These whites dominated the agricultural sector of Zimbabwe. Well, yeah, they did. And are Zimbabweans sort of regretting the decision to kick them out? I don't know. Are they? Up until Mugabe was undemocratically removed from power, 245,000 blacks and their families owned most of the land. Yeah, they did. And what happened? People... Okay. This explodes the myth that only Mugabe's loyalists received land. Fine. Evidence also indicates that those associated with ZANU-PF under Mugabe's leadership obtained only less than 10% of the land. I don't know. I don't know about that. Okay, I'll take their word for it. But okay. We note that the post-Mugabe ZANU-PF doesn't accept that there's a crisis in Zimbabwe. We must not be held behind by bureaucratic dictates. We have to be creative, brave, and make the hard proposals. Zimbabwe must work. Zimbabwe must work. Yeah, because if Zimbabwe doesn't work, it completely destroys your entire fucking ideology, doesn't it? Your entire perception on the world. It completely destroys. Therefore, Zimbabwe must work. You know what? Guess what? It's not working. There's no question about that, but it must work with these two questions, politics and economics. You don't fucking say. Intertwined manner, yes. The politics and the economics of Zimbabwe cannot be disaggregated and resolved outside of each other. They belong together. So normalize the politics and normalize the economics together. What do you mean by normalize? Normalize to what? Normalize to shithole status. Is that what you mean? In SA, we argue very hard that we have a role to play, and our role is to bring financial help to Zimbabwe. So now we have to bring financial help to Zimbabwe. So, okay, all right. ZANU-PF's Ngangangwa, sorry, my pronunciation is cock, must make peace with MDC's Nelson Chamisa under an anti-imperialist program that puts blacks first. Look, this whole thing with Mugabe has been putting blacks first, right? This whole that's what it's all about, putting blacks first. Mugabe is an amazing person because he puts blacks first. Blacks are fucking suffering in Zimbabwe, you fucking idiots. Okay, I'm gonna try and calm down. He must cease attacking the Mugabe loyalists who fled Zimbabwe after the coup. He must allow all exiles to return and grant a blanket amnesty to those accused of convicted of political motivated crimes. You guys are off your fucking rocker crazy. So everyone accused of convicted of politically motivated crime should be excused. Excuse them. A revolutionary transitional government of national unity, which will put the people first. Haven't they done that? Must be formed. Okay. So are there certain steps? When is the prosperity coming, guys? You're fucking nothing. You have nothing. Okay, a revolutionary transitional government of national unity, which puts the people first, guys, must be formed. All police brutality and state violence must end. Dude, you don't get it. It cannot. Your goals are unachievable without state violence. Without brutal state violence. Do you understand that? Do you realize that you guys are fascists? I don't think you do. But I guess only white people can be fascist. Fucking idiots. Okay, to clarify on the Zimbabwean situation, SA must advance conditional financial support to Zimbabwe. We don't have the finances. We don't. Without delay. We don't have the money. These are words. Words. Anyone can build beautiful castles in the sky. But you know what? Like, we have to deal with reality here, guys, and we don't have finances. We don't have money. Why? Ask yourselves why. Why? Is it the evil whites withholding that precious Mandelas from you? Or are there other explanations and reasons for the situation, hey? Interesting. It's almost done here. It says, okay, so SA, okay, Musk, blah, 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 we must give money to them that we don't have. 1, transitional government of national unity. It's that good old fascism once again, the whole national unity, black power. And number 2, amnesty to all and let the exiles return. Great fucking strategy. War criminals, just super chilled on that because it's for the holy fascist state. Release all political prisoners. Great. In the long term, we need economic stability via economic integration. What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. Economic stability via economic integration. You know what you need? You need free, laissez-faire free market capitalism and no racism, you fucking idiots. South Africa must show in figures what it contributes to the frontline states. Yeah, they've said this before. We don't have the money. We must get back on the revolutionary path paved by Robert Mugabe's legacy. Anyone who actually would like to relive Mugabe's legacy is either extremely mentally retarded, knowingly pathologically evil, or just that's the two. You either super evil or super fucking dumb and stupid. You're hateful or you're ignorant. Issued by Black First Land First National Coordinating Committee of BLF NCC, 6 September 2019. Zanele Luana. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that incredible? If I just scroll down a little bit, the next headline here is Malema no to opening the borders for your sponsors to exploit Africa. Isn't that fucking hilarious? He's like the quintessential Pan-Africanist, but now borders are bad. Now borders are good. I'm not even going to read that article. Let me know if you guys enjoy these little bites of big brain knowledge by the fascists of South Africa, and I'll do more of these. I think I probably will, just for fun, because it is extremely entertaining. All right, take care of yourselves out there, guys. Stay rational, true, and real. Okay, cheers.